President Trump has been promising to lower prescription drug prices, but it appears that some are actually spiking. For fact's sake, the government's own data shows prices increased by 1.2% in May compared to the same month last year. New analysis by RX Savings Solutions, it's a consultant for employers and for health plans, shows that the price of more than 3,400 drugs increased on an average of 17% compared to the same time last year. 17%. What else in your life is up 17%? The average hike was about 10.5%, or about 5 times the rate of inflation, or about 5 times the rate by which your paycheck may have gone up over the same period. At least 41 drugs increased by more than 100%. It includes one version of fluoxetine, which is the generic antidepressant Prozac, up 879%. This is a generic. Mometasone, which is a topical steroid cream, increased by 381%. Promethazine, codeine, a pain reliever and cough medication, went up 326%. In fact, just this past Monday, 20 companies raised the list prices of more than 104 prescription drugs, an average of 13%. One of them is a drug called Isolite. It's a saline solution that's been used to hydrate patients in hospitals for years, essentially salt water. It was up 100%. With me now, NBC medical correspondent Dr. John Torres to explain some of this stuff. John, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
I dwell in economics, you dwell in medicine. I can never figure out how to make sense of drugs and the costs and the increases.
And I don't think you're alone, and you're very well informed, yet you go to the pharmacy, you get your drug, you try to pay for it, and you find out the same drug you used a year ago, all of a sudden it's doubled in price, and you don't really know why. And I think the word you're going to hear a lot coming up in the next few months and next few years is transparency. And I think that's the biggest problem we have here, is those drug prices aren't transparent, and nobody really has any idea how those prices are even set, how the insurance companies decide what to charge. And then we have these things called PBMs. They're kind of the middleman. They take
Pharmacy
their cut
benefit managers.
Exactly. They take their cut as well.
Right.
And so there's a lot of hands in that pie trying to figure out how to get money, and I think that's part of the issue.
PBMs are negotiating with drug makers. They're negotiating with your health plan, your insurance company, and the pharmacies, and that's sort of the black box. We don't know what happens in there.
Exactly, and it is a black box because magic goes on in there, and all of a sudden the drug price pops out, and that drug price can change from month to month, and people see that all the time.
And different for you and me and someone paying cash and someone with a
depends on your insurance, or whether you have insurance or not, what it is, what kind of, you can even have the same insurance but have different contracts in that insurance and getting charged different amounts of money. You just don't know.
All right, as a journalist in 2019, we are able to and have to be critical of the president and the administration a lot, but there have been a lot of people who understand this world who say that President Trump has been trying to make progress on this. It felt important to him to do so, and that he is frustrated by his Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar, who, by the way, is a former drug executive, for not getting more done. What do we know about what's going on, what efforts there are to bring these prices down when what we're seeing is the prices go up?
So they're trying to bring these prices down, but they're trying to do it piecemeal. So they're going to the pharmacy companies and saying, hey, can you help lower your prices a little bit? They're going to the PBMs and saying, you know, maybe we should make some regulations where they're not able to get that piece of the pie that they want to get, and that's going to lower prices. They're going to pharmacies and saying, you know, don't distribute them for such a big price. The problem is there's so many different entities involved with this. Last month I was in Germany looking at their healthcare system, and they have a system set up where it's all very transparent. Everybody comes together at the beginning to decide, one, if it's a drug worth actually selling in the country, using, because does it help anything, and two, what's the price we're going to sell on this drug. Everybody there has a copay of 10 euros a month, so no matter what drug you get, it's 10 euros a month. And it's just the way their system's set up. And that's only been for the last decade or so.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.